I'ma press play every time.
The funny don't stop shows. The funny don't stop. Hey, the funny don't stop shows. The funny don't stop. The funny don't stop shows. The funny don't stop. The funny don't stop shows. The funny don't stop. Hey.
My name is Halo Thomas, and you're listening to the Funny Don't Stop Show.
Crazy Thomas in the building. How you doing, baby?
Good.
Are you good?
Yes.
How are things at the house?
I hope it's fine.
Am I doing a good job? Am I being a good dad? Am I taking care of my responsibilities and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, you could do more on this side of town, but we're not going to talk about that on the radio.
What do you mean on this side of town? What does on this side of town mean? That's what I'm curious about.
Shit just got heated.
You know.
Damn it, we got 2 kids, all right? I'm doing the best I can.
Look, let's just say a prayer for Alex. It's going to be a long ride home again.
It'll be a long ride home, Craig. Apparently, you ain't hitting it right, Craig.
He's not hitting it enough. It's right when he does hits. He just needs to hit it
Craig,
more.
You getting wow.
Well.
So you're telling me are you saying we don't have enough sex? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
What she's trying to say is it's Taco Tuesday.
Hello.
Thank you. I'm here every Tuesday.
Basically, I'm trying to give you as much as I can. You know what I mean? You
gonna have
to give her the best that you got, Craig.
Listen, when you get married, you're supposed to have it on deck, right?
No, but it is on deck. It is on deck. Oh, it's not on deck? Are you going to try to tell me? First of all, look at my work, okay? You see those 2 little masterpieces that I contributed with Legend and Halo? Come on now.
That just represents 2 times.
Oh, it's 2 times.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to go get 6 more jobs because
you're going to have to
people got to eat around this bitch. Oh, my God. Hey, I just want to let everybody know we're going to be talking about a little everything under the sun tonight. I need everybody to call in, all right? Call in from all over the world, 310-986-6610. 310-986-6610. That is the number. We got a special guest that's going to pull up on us a little later. Too Short's going to be in the building a little later.
Yeah.
What's my favorite word? Bitch! Yes, he is going to be in the building. So we're going to have a lot of fun talking about him. To be honest with you, you would think Too Short, you would just talk about hip hop. Don't get me wrong. We're going to be talking about hip hop. But I know he got an opinion on a lot of little things that's going on in life. So, we're going to check in on that also. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Too Short?
No doubt about it.
Big shout out to all the people that are just listening. There's people out there in their cars, the people that can't see us, because you got to check us out on YouTube every single week. Also, the Funny Don't Stop Show channel on YouTube. So if you missed us, you can watch us. You get me? And but I'm gonna just dive in. So my wife, she's not here every week, but she dropped in this week, and she's got a little segment that she came up with, and it's called "In a Brazy World."
In a brazy world.
In a brazy world, and she's gonna talk to us about it right now. So, in a brazy world, what's popping, Brazy Thomas? Talk to us.
Always popping in Brazy's world.
Hey.
Always popping. But okay, so we just had the Oscars.
Of course,
Yes.
of
Okay.
course.
On
We all watched
Sunday.
the Oscars. Yes.
How did you like it?
Dara, what did you do?
I didn't watch the whole Oscars, I'll be honest. I just saw little fragments online. I didn't get to. I thought that I recorded it and I didn't. So I just saw pieces.
Oh,
the
okay.
highlights, which were my favorite. Spike Lee.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but let's talk about the main highlight.
Okay. And what's the main highlight?
Fashion.
Yes.
Let's talk about Billy.
Are you trying to get us blackballed from Hollywood already?
No. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
How do you feel about a man in a dress?
How about you tell us first? Don't ask us. I'm doing the interview and you talk.
I personally don't like it at all.
Because?
Because I don't feel like a man should be in a dress. And especially our black men shouldn't be portrayed in a dress. Mm-hmm. I just feel that there are gender roles. I know people like these days make it like there's no gender roles, but there are gender roles. Mm-hmm. And so I personally feel that no, I don't feel that that's a fashion statement for me. Yeah. But
what is the reason behind that? Like that you don't like it? But that what is the root of it?
Because it's a man in a dress?
Yeah.
Because it's a man in a dress? Because I feel that, men are men, women are women. I think nowadays we're crossing those lines and acting like, it's okay for men to wear dresses, skirts, polish their nails.
Right.
I just feel that there are gender roles, and that's just how I feel. A woman is a woman and a man is a man.
The unfortunate thing about right now is we're living in a world where I've been doing comedy 25 years. You used to just be able to talk about what you want to talk about, how you want to talk about it.
Right.
You know, one thing I've always learned as being a comedian, you can't please everybody. Not everybody's going to, I mean, the beautiful thing about the world is we all have different point of views. We all have different outlooks on different topics, right?
Right.
And it's kind of messed up. Like as a comedian, in my mind, when I saw that, it's like, 15 minutes of jokes just instantly came to my head.
Away.
But I'm like, wow, I'm looked at as like I'm being homophobic or I'll be blackballed if I talk about it. And it's kind of messed up because it kind of puts, handcuffs on you for the freedom of speech thing, because the bottom line is, and when I say this, I'm saying it in a real humble way without saying certain trigger words, we know who runs Hollywood.
That's right.
No secret. Right. We know it. And if you piss them off, you won't work. But one thing I can say is, unfortunately, what happened with Kevin Hart. You know, he made it, whatever he said. I don't even really know what he said. I just know it was like 6 years ago.
I think it was like 10 years ago.
Okay, maybe 10 years ago. And that came back to bite him in the ass to when they say the biggest comedian on the planet, you're not going to work this week. So it's almost like they made an example. And it's almost like saying, so if any of you other little niggas think you want to say something, think it will come back. So it's like, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, I have a son now, okay? I have a 1-year-old son. And I have a 3-year-old daughter. Mm-hmm. They can be mad at me all I want. Am I wrong to go, Halo, you're a girl. You wear dresses.
I mean, even in our house,
Legend, he's a boy. He wears pants. But then you get people out there that, who are you to say? Who am I to say? I'm his father?
But Alex,
and that's the way we're going to do it in our household. I'm not knocking people that wear dresses.
Right.
Alex, even in our household, we don't even allow our son to play with our daughter's toys.
Period.
No,
let's be specific. I mean,
like dolls.
Dolls. Yeah. Because some stuff, they'll both play with toys. But
no, I'm saying strictly girl stuff.
Yeah.
We don't.
So Barbies.
Exactly.
Things that you know are specifically for little girls.
Let me tell you something.
Not like a Superman doll or a Spider-Man doll.
No.
Gotcha.
Let me tell you, my son picked up a Vampirina doll and was about to play with it, and I threw a football in that nigga's face so fast. And now we play catch every day.
They're going to make you apologize for that one.
Yeah. They're going to make me apologize, but I'm sorry. I'm the man of my house.
In your house.
And I'm not telling you, but no, I'm just saying in our house.
Right.
Yeah, mommy and your sister are going to wear the dresses, and we're going to keep wearing these pants.
Right.
And to piggyback on that, somebody commented on my page saying comedy is supposed to be the expression of life, and the censorship of comedians is getting out of hand, which we agree.
Very true. It's like
Yeah.
I shouldn't, like I say, I have to keep going back to, I've been doing comedy for 25 years, but all of a sudden in the last 2 years, I have never thought twice about, can I do this joke or can I not do that joke? Now it's like, oh my God.
And in my era, I have to do that.
Right. So explain in your era.
But wait, Savvy, explain right now, what is your feeling?
About what you just told?
Yes, Billy Porter.
Well,
Billy Porter wearing
Philly. Well, if he's not Scottish, I don't believe he should be coming out with a dress on, because when I was coming up, the only man I ever saw do it was Dennis Rodman. And he was considered an outcast and a weirdo.
Right.
But in this era, like I said, especially as being a new stand-up comedian entering in the era, I feel like I've almost eclipsed the good old days, because I come up with the training of the Eddie Murphys, the Robin Harris, the Richard Pryor's, where there was no filter. And now these days, they're not saying that you can't say that, but if you do,
there's repercussions.
There's repercussions. So you better watch it. Like, how big or how far do you want to go in Hollywood? You say this, you may stay down here and just get these nigga club monies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
You gotta watch what you say. But me personally, the way I feel about that though, Brazy, it's the same thing in my household. If they want to say that there's nothing wrong with being gay or whatever, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, if I'm a father and I have a son, I have the right to want that son to grow up a man, and you can't pull me away from that.
Exactly.
So that's the way I feel about it.
And it doesn't mean, and I think you agree with me, Savvy, it doesn't mean if you have a son and he grows up and then he's gay,
absolutely,
I'm going to love my son.
Oh, absolutely, unconditionally.
Well, that's good to hear.
Take Magic Johnson. He loves his son.
Right.
Correct.
That's not what he wanted it to be.
Exactly.
That's it happened. You know what I mean? And
Magic,
he still loves him.
And
Right.
Magic
can't take that
actually
away from
admitted
somebody.
that. He got on TV and Magic said, I did everything I could to make that kid play basketball. I wanted him to shoot hoops. I even told him to don't come out like that. But when I realized that that's what he was, I love my son, and I said, you go ahead and do what you do. You know?
Thank you. And right there, you should drop the fucking mic on that one.
So Sed,
I felt.
I didn't hear what. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I
go
didn't hear
ahead. No,
what you-
go ahead.
No. Dara, I actually didn't hear what you said.
Dara.
Honestly, I think Billy
Dara.
Porter. I think Billy Porter looked great. Honestly, I felt that he looked like royalty. I felt like he looked like a king. He was a confident man in a dress. You know what I mean? In a gown. And you know what? If you feel secure, it is what it is. You know what I find really funny is if Prince was here, God rest his soul, and he came out and rocked it, and this man would rock his nipples out, ass chaps showing. No one's. Would you call him gay? And I understand Billy Porter is gay. But I'm just saying, like, if a straight man went in that dress, you know, are people gonna lash out on him? Are people lashing out on Prince? Are they lashing out on Janelle Monáe for being?
Well, remember at that
skin?
time when Prince was doing what he was doing, you know, he, of course, same thing. People are like, that was a question people had his entire career.
Liberace, Elton John.
The list goes on and on.
You
exactly.
know, even black artists. Oh shit, Tutti Frutti.
Wait, Little Richard.
Little Richard.
Little
You know,
Richard.
and it's like no one gave them shit because they are who they are. They're
Well, they all got
comfortable in
shit.
the
No,
They got
they
shit.
all got it.
No, they
They
got
all
shit.
got it.
If you got to think about it, at that time, they were really going against the grain.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you got to
Right.
think in Little Richard's times. I mean, we couldn't drink out the same water fountains.
Right.
So it was double the craziness for him.
Right.
I just got a quick question because I want to hear what Sed has to do.
Yeah.
When you say he looked like a king, he looked like royalty.
He
What do you
like
mean?
royalty, meaning like he looked like royalty. The gown I felt looked very royal. It looked very.
Hold on one
regal.
second.
I mean,
Hold on one
It looked
second, Alex, hold
it looked
on.
very-
As a queen.
and and you know, and it's and what
And it's coming from a woman that's saying that, and she's from a different
This is my
nationality.
question, real
Hold on,
quick.
one at a time.
One at a
Would
time.
you? Would you?
Go ahead, Rosie.
Would you want your man to wear that?
if my man wore it, I wouldn't be mad at it. If you know, I mean, if he's into me and he's on, you know, he's into
Hold
me.
on,
we're
y'all.
not
I
stepping
gotta
outside
throw
the
up my
box.
egg roll.
I
One at a time.
have male friends that wear kilts to this day, and they're not Scottish. You know what I mean? And they're black men. If you study the history of clothing, men actually never wore traditional pants. And I actually was reading a little bit about it in African culture and the history. They would wear garment, you know, and they would call it a dress, but it was a garment, you know, where it would symbolize special events, special wealth, or for instance, Egyptian culture. You know, they would wear ornate skirts that were short. Eventually, they became longer. You know, so I don't look at it as a shocker, but that's just my opinion. If you really, check the
everybody's
history
entitled
of
to their
where,
opinion.
Yeah,
well,
no
if you
problem.
really check the history, you know what I
Okay.
mean? There's more to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's some cross-pollination of what's going on culturally with our society today. We have to remember that Billy Porter is a gay man. So when he's speaking and wearing that dress, he's actually personifying the actual imagery of being gay. So when we
Yes.
talk about kilt skirts and we talk about African Afrocentric ideas and that we had in culture,
Right.
it was never about men being with men, and there was never about this monolithic society of everybody being the same
Remember
thing.
Caligula? Like,
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother history lesson
Right.
in itself. Caligula wasn't
Just saying.
from the same lineage of who and
doesn't
what
matter. Just
we
saying,
are.
you know.
Well, we were talking about African culture.
Right. Okay.
So what I'm trying to, what I got from it, without going through history, is that this is
Right.
definitely about an agenda to push a one-gender society. We've seen this before in society, and we've seen the downfall of the society. And thank you. And I think that this is a very bad thing as we push it out into what our kids are looking at and what the imagery of what we look at as far as black men. So for me, I saw it very offensive. I saw it an affront to male masculinity. We see it playing out all throughout society. So for me, I took a personal offense to the him wearing a dress.
Is that why you put that post, the caption? Did you write that caption yesterday on your post yesterday?
Which one? I did put the post up yesterday.
But you wrote the caption. It says hashtag I said so after it. It said
Yeah.
that-
I actually posed a question. One thing that I do on social media is I actually pose a question. So I just ask everybody, what do they think about the dress? And I let everybody
Right.
kind of chime in. So I never really said my own personal opinion till right now.
the caption that's on the actual photo. It said it says eradicate. What was it? Eradicate black masculinity. That this like basically everyone's giving praise to Billy Porter for rocking this amazing dress.
But when you say everyone, we got to be specific because everyone's not. You know what I mean? Hold on. One at a time. And I'm not. I hate that I gotta worry about the way I gotta say things, but different nationalities are not saying that. So, for example, if a white person goes, "Oh my God, it's so cute,"
yeah,
the majority of our world is not saying it's so cute.
Right.
Now, get me wrong. If you're a gay guy, hey, it's a win. Because it's the biggest platform that you could be on, and it shows we are here. There's nothing you could do about it. And guess what? Next year, 50 of us is going to wear dresses.
Right.
And in the year after that, we going to be presenting in dresses. And then we going to win with dresses. And it's like, I mean, I'm just, again, not knocking those people, but not everyone's thinking that way. But I understand everybody is entitled to their opinion. I get that. I'm going to kind of leave it at that. I'm with you, Sed. I totally disagree. I'm like, wow, I can't believe this. This is, my son's not old enough to talk yet. But if he was 11, if he was 9, he would say, "Daddy,
what's up with that?
What is up there?" And I got to tell him. You know what I mean? It's so crazy. Like my wife and I, when my daughter had her her dance recital when she was 2, it's all little girls in the class, and there's one little boy with a tutu. And I just looked at my wife, and she goes, "Alex,
that's a perfect example.
You can't say anything, right?"
Yeah.
And like for a comic, it's like me biting my tongue till it bled.
Mm-hmm. But
they're
that's
entitled
a perfect,
to put their son.
But Alex, that's a perfect example, Dara.
Yeah.
If you had Dara, sorry.
Yeah.
If you had a son, would you put him in dance in a tutu with other little girls?
I don't start off putting him in a tutu, no. I think energetically, if I feel you could see and sense that the kid is more feminine and they're more attracted to certain things, and you can't, you can only show them so much and guide them and lead them on the path of, okay, my girl, she's going to wear a dress. My son, he's going to wear pants. If they start to tend doing things that are not maybe what people call the norm, and you could keep trying to show him, and lead him in that path of like Johnson was saying, I want to get him to keep playing ball, but the kid really just seems to gear towards Barbies, and there's a calling for that. If something keeps driving this child, I'm not talking about 2, 3, I'm talking about as they get a little bit older.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
as they get older,
age,
when you just
they don't have a say so. You agree?
Yeah, when you just know, then it's kind of different. I feel like you just let them be who they're going to be. You can't take that away from them. Like I grew up in a home where I got uncles who are gay. I grew up in a home where there's drag queens coming to my house. Our holiday parties, our Hanukkah dinners, from Jamaican, Asian,
just diverse.
Black priests in my house, like everything.
I don't think anyone's saying anything's bad about, because my best friend is gay. So everyone, you love everybody because
you just don't like
what I'm saying is you just don't
in a dress. Period.
Well, yeah. But it has nothing to do with
him being gay.
No, not at all.
I want you to specifically, because I want to move it along because we got a few things we got to talk about. I want you to specifically tell me about something that happened in Connecticut with a track star.
Oh, yes.
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 This
is a great topic.
Okay.
So I was reading today that in Connecticut, a high school student, a transgender, raced against women. Now he's transgender. He's originally a man, transferring to a woman.
Right.
And he ran in a race in high school and beat everybody, of course.
Killed them and destroyed them.
So everyone's like, okay, that's not fair. You're really a man.
You
guys.
Genetically, you
guys,
are a man.
He looked like Usain Bolt in a wig and lipstick.
Correct.
That shit's not fair.
Correct.
Like you can't. Like I know I would be upset if my
genetically a man.
Look, let me say this. My
relative is actually transferring over right now.
You guys all know what Usain Bolt looks like.
I do.
Just imagine him with a wig on and some lipstick, right?
Oh shit.
So let me explain this. So you're there at your daughter's track meet. 17 years old. She's actually the best in the state.
Right.
But now she's up against, it's Lisa, but it used to be Larry.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
And she gets smoked like she's never, you're not going to be upset that,
right.
I get the whole, but I'm not saying nothing against transgenders.
Right.
So I don't need anybody yelling at me. I'm just saying, I would like a transgender to call me right now. And we want to hear what you have to say about it. 310-986-6610. Is that fair? Because I got to add another part to it. There's also the wrestling team. and there's a transgender on the wrestling team. Used to be a boy.
Right.
Now he's a girl. But he's wrestling the girls. That's not fair.
That's not fair.
Right.
I don't want this dude. I don't want Darnell putting Halo in a chokehold. Because now I'm going to have to get out there and choke both these niggas out.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And, because the rules are, and but he's a woman now. No, I don't care what the cosmetic surgery is. That nigga's muscles are bigger than mine.
Right.
I don't need him over choking my daughter out to win the state championship.
Right.
But that's
It's not fair.
This is the question, and I'm posing. So, what do you guys think
Go
about
ahead,
that?
Rosie.
Well, listen, this goes back to what I said originally. We're going to a one gender society, and this is really what all the powers that be are trying to lead us into. That's why we see in the bathrooms is one sexual bathrooms and on flights and things of that nature. So this is more of the same, par for the course. And I think it's very dangerous grounds that we walk on if men don't stand up for this. I can see that it's a very rare situation that's going on where actually men are standing up for it and women aren't. And so now we're getting to this gender war because actually women out here capping for it more than actually men are. And so this is a direct affront to masculinity. So I can see why a lot of women don't really see it. And so I actually exonerate women like Brazy because there's very few women out here that are standing for male masculinity and principles. And when we look up and see our sons, our men, our uncles, and our whole family, and we're in this one gender society, we're going to say what happened. And it was all cool and laughing and games and red carpet on the Oscars. But later on in life.
I mean, as a woman, and said, I'm with you. I like a man.
And you're entitled.
In every way.
Tell him what kind of man you like and the type of sexy little short motherfuckers you like.
Well, that's who I just ended up with.
Eat the
But that's
cake,
just not
anime.
who I that's who I ended up with.
Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake.
Before you go, Savvy, you didn't give your opinion on it.
Yeah, we want to hear what you got to say about that. About Usain Bolt with the Mary J. Blige wig.
Yeah,
so tell me.
Well, I agree that it's not fair because I have a daughter now too. So I remember it was funny that you brought that subject up because I remember when former Bruce Jenner had transferred over to Caitlyn Jenner, and he was trying to join a female golf club. And the women were complaining like, "Oh hell no! Like this,
correct?
It's not right."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, and he was fighting to stay on the female golf team, and the ladies were complaining like this is not fair
Because you still hit like a man.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, I am actually a member of the same country club as Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's Sherwood Country Club. It was the craziest thing ever because about 2 years ago, I actually played with him as Bruce Jenner. So then, am I right, Brazy?
Yeah.
Then a week ago, I'm out at Sherwood on the first tee with John Lovitz.
And here she comes.
And Caitlyn Jenner comes out.
Here she comes.
So the first thing I say to John Lovitz is he or she hitting from the pink tees, or the red tees, or is he hitting from the man? Because dude can hit the ball 300 yards.
Oh yeah, he's a killer. Yeah.
So I'm like, it's cool with me, but I wonder how is that with the ladies
It's not
now
right.
that
They're not
he's
fair.
They were
That's not
upset
fair.
about
That's
that,
not fair.
man.
It's not.
It's not right. However you look at it.
All right, so let's switch topics to big round of applause for Spike Lee winning an Oscar. Finally, finally, that man has put in so much work, and as African Americans, of course, we support each other, and we can name 10 movies that he's done that we feel he could have got an Oscar for.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I think he's 60 years old now, or something like that. He finally
he's
got it.
right,
I
yeah.
was so happy for him. How'd you feel about it, Doc?
I was extremely, extremely happy for him, and like you said, I mean, I believe that he should have won for X. I
Me
thought
too.
that should have won. He should have won Best Picture, and I think Denzel should have won leading actor for X. But it's well deserved. I think Spike Lee has given us great films.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I was happy that he won, and. I know we're probably going to get into the topic about his celebration and folks kind of feeling some kind of way because of how he jumped on top of Samuel L. Jackson.
I was right there. I'm right there waiting.
That's amazing.
And I think
I love that moment.
Black folks seem to feel like it was almost like he was happy because the white man. This is the white man's award, and we've been accepted. Would he have been that ecstatic had it been? An NAACP award or something like that, right? To me personally, for one, I think he celebrated in that fashion because Samuel Jackson is this boy. He's been in almost every Spike Lee movie from day one.
He's been in 1,000 movies.
So if anybody understands the work that Spike Lee put in,
correct.
Samuel L. would. So I believe if it was somebody else, they wouldn't have got that reaction.
I don't think so.
But that was his homie.
Yeah.
And I think when you listen to Spike's speech, his speech spoke to us.
To black people.
Oh,
It spoke to black people.
Absolutely.
I agree with you, Doc. I don't believe how black people are taking it like it's cooning.
Yeah, they said like that, like looked at it like it was a coon. I didn't take it like that.
I feel
all.
like it was an honest moment of you don't know how hard I've worked,
That
and to
was a
finally,
beautiful moment.
it's almost like the
That was
validation of
family. That's family.
And at the end of the day, that is that award to me shouldn't have a color. That's the highest award that you can win in that industry, right?
Yep.
So I don't think it was like, because this is the white man's award and he jumped on another black guy and it was cooning.
Right.
I just think
It's
like
just the highest in that field.
And anybody, no matter what color you are, that is what you want to achieve. If you're in that field, you want to get the highest honor that you can possibly get.
Absolutely. Hey, you guys. What do we have
what is this?
here? Let me tell you. Let me tell you about the service we get here at the Funny Don't Stop Show. We got the roll up lady in the building.
Roll up lady.
The roll up lady.
Roll it up.
So
Snacks.
And this wasn't no Uber Eats or nothing like that. I'm gonna be honest. I met these people. We gonna drop these around. I'm gonna have one of you come over here on the mic and talk. But I'm gonna just set them up. The roll up lady is a African American owned restaurant.
Okay.
Well, they'll explain to you, but they roll everything up from fish to duck to chicken
packaging.
parmesan to pizza. It's some of the most amazing stuff I have ever
They
tasted in
probably
my
roll
life.
the hell out of a blunt then, I would say.
Because you know there's people right now going like, what else do they roll up? But I want you to come down here and come in real quick.
Yeah,
the
please,
roll
step
up
to the
lady,
mic.
and I'm gonna introduce them, and we're gonna give them a shout out because we're about to eat. Tell them your name, where you're from, and real quick, what is going on. Talk to the mic right here.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Cromwell, aka the Roll Up Lady.
Okay, roll it up.
She's super hot, guys.
Thank you.
You know, you be the spokesperson real quick. Tell them real quick, what is this all about? What is it we're about to taste? And tell them about your business real quick and tell them how they can catch you.
So the name of our company is called Roll Up. We make full meal infusion egg rolls. We are a catering business, and we also do delivering twice a week. Our goal right now is we're working on getting a food truck. So we're saving up all our money so we can get a food truck so we can roll up whenever, wherever.
Get it? Roll up. You get it? Hello, clever shit. If that's not the smartest marketing right there, we're going to roll up on you with some roll-ups.
Absolutely. So what we need you to do is you need to hit them on Instagram.
Please try.
At what? Go and tell them.
Let's try this.
Please try. So
No. Tell them what to hit you
Take a
on.
bite.
How can they find
on
you?
Instagram
Yeah.
and Facebook at the Roll Up Lady.
So tell me what this is real quick because we ain't even supposed to eat in here, but I'm doing it anyway because it's the Funny Don't Stop. Tell me what this is.
So
Get close to the mic.
he had requested duck. So this is a duck-infused Chinese egg roll.
Oh.
See, me and my wife love duck.
Yes, we do.
And we said you got to bring some. I mean, she also did salmon. She did Parmesan chicken. She brought it all here. But I'm about to tear into this duck on camera. Here we go. Ready?
Take one little bite.
Let the Lord use you.
So you don't get in trouble.
Use you.
Like,
Oh,
fat bite.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Let me tell you something. This duck is off the damn chain. You don't understand how everybody in the studio, everybody just smelled it throughout the studio.
I love duck
It's
titty.
made fresh
Is that duck
daily
breast?
and rolled up daily. Everything is just full.
And you're located here in LA. You come to, you don't have an actual restaurant. Get close.
We're based out of Compton.
Oh.
California.
Yeah, they roll up more than blunts in Compton, okay?
Hello.
They roll up some ducks. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And it's a
for
husband and
having
wife. You said a husband and
This
wife.
is her husband right here.
and a sister. This is Melissa.
It's a family thing.
Black-owned family
She's a
business.
sauce lady.
That's a hot couple
so she
right
makes
there.
all the sauces that go in the egg rolls and.
So she got too much sauce.
Too much sauce.
Oh, you made that duck? Girl.
I'm so excited.
I know niggas love you.
I need to get your numbers. We need to discuss.
Yes.
Swap some recipes.
Well, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
We got a special guest that just walked in the studio.
Yes.
And we're gonna holler at him, and I'm gonna make sure he gets a taste also in a minute.
Thank
but
you.
we appreciate you guys
Thank you
coming.
for having
One more
us.
big round of applause for the roll up lady.
Thank you.
Roll up.
Have a good day.
Hold up, you gonna hang out for a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Hang out for a little bit.
Thank you.
So, Doc, I got a quick question. How much time before the break? Is it just a minute or two?
So let's go into a mix,
Okay, perfect.
and then we come back with our special guest. Let's do that.
Absolutely.
All right.
So look, you guys.
Stay tuned.
We appreciate you guys watching and listening. We got a special guest coming up, a superstar coming up right after this break. Remember, hit us up 310-986-6610. One more time, 310-986-6610. And you're watching the Funny Don't Stop Show.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, hi. Can I get a Big Mac, one large fry? Hey, Tony, you want an apple pie? Yeah, okay. One apple pie and 2 Sprites.
So, you want a Big Mac, a pizza, a hot dog, a Sprite, and an apple pie?
No, I would like 1 Big Mac, 1 large fry, 1 apple pie, and 2 Sprites.
So, let me get this right. You want an apple pie, some coconut shrimp, orange chicken, a Big Mac, a Sprite, and a grape soda.
Is this guy serious? Is he for real right now, Tony? Okay, no. No. I said I'd like a Big Mac, 1 large fry, 1 apple pie, and 2 Sprites. Real easy.
All right, let me repeat it back to you, make sure I got it right. You want a Big Mac, a corn dog, a hot dog,
Holy shit.
a Pop-Tart,
Is this guy serious right now?
and 2 Sprites.
What am I speaking fucking Chinese right now? Can I speak to your manager?
I am the manager,
You're kidding me. What is your name?
Floyd Mayweather.
Funny don't stop shows. The funny don't stop. The funny don't stop shows. The funny don't stop. All right, yes, we're back. We are back. The Funny Don't Stop Show, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, make sure you call, man. Like I say, Too Short's about to walk in the building in a second here, and I need y'all to call in. We're gonna talk about some very interesting stuff. Hit us up at 310-986-6610. That's 310-986-6610. Also all the people out there that, if you've never been on Dash before, you got to understand how we do this. You got to download the app for free. Yeah. The app is free. You can't beat free. All right? And just go to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy Radio and just chime in and laugh your ass off. So with no further ado, we got a legend in the building, a hip-hop legend, a living legend, and all I got to say is, what's my favorite word? Bitch! Too Short's in this. Too Short! What up, Short Dog?
What's up, man? I'm more famous for not rapping.
What do you mean you more famous for not rapping? What you mean? Explain that.
I'm a famous player, man. Magic Don Juan, Chris, and me. Famous. I think. I'm a lifetime member. When you get a card, right. You got a membership expiration date.
And you probably do have like a real gold card, player card, like some gold platinum shit in your wallet right now.
It's green and gold.
It's green.
What's my favorite word?
It's green and gold.
I was a player before I was a rapper.
Oh, wow.
Is that where you grabbed your inspiration from? I mean, like, real talk. Like, when you say you were a player first, were you a player where...
I was a player when I was a virgin.
That's some cold shit.
Wow,
I don't even know how to
respond to that.
Yeah, this is a talk show, so I need to know, how the hell can you be a player and let's just be straightforward. You ain't even got no pussy yet.
Jet Magazine Centerfolds.
Really?
Them was my bitches, man. Fuck that. I cut every last one of them out. I put them all over my... Now, I was a player.
Are you really serious?
It was my destiny, bro.
Did you name them and give them names?
Their names and their zodiac signs. All
What's
kind
your
of shit's already on
zodiac
there.
sign?
Oh, so you studied the bitches.
No, I was like, that's my girlfriend, that's my other girlfriend. I was practicing at a young age. I didn't get this cool I didn't jump out this cool. I practiced.
But you didn't just wake up cool.
Yeah, I practiced this shit at a young age.
No, you know what I appreciate, man, and one thing about the Funny Don't Stop Show, we're gonna laugh and all that kind of shit. It's gonna be very educational, but cats like you and me that are veterans in the game, we still got younger generation that follow us, right? So you got kids, let's just say, that are 21 right now, right? And they don't really truly know how you got started and how many albums that you've done. How many albums have you actually done, Too Short? How many albums for the people that can Google and find out?
Approximately 20. I kind of lost count.
Damn.
You lost count of albums?
I lost count because I did so many compilations, so many,
features on other people's.
Not just songs. I'm talking about albums. Like I did like a collaboration with E40. I just lost count, man. I did like a lot of projects, and
right.
Dude.
I remember it used to be like 14, 15, then it was 16. Then I kind of I was like,
you lost count like after 14 albums.
Is it 21? Is it 20? Somewhere in there.
You're like the fucking Grateful Dead of hip hop. 20, like dropping like 20. Like Miles Davis dropped like 20
is a
albums.
good number, man. So 20. I think we counted one day. We came up with 19.
Right.
And basically, I dropped the album last November called The Pimp Tape.
I thought you were going to say you dropped an album last night. You probably could because you got that kind of material.
Yeah, I got an album in my pocket right now, never been released.
Are you really serious?
I gotta keep a flash drive on me. What are you talking about, man?
It's a content-driven world. You know, one thing I always wanted to know personally, and we've known each other a long time, but I got to ask this question. So you do so many songs. You come up with so many songs. How do you decide what song is going to be on the album? How do you go, okay, this album's going to be 12. My last album was 16. I'm going to fuck them up and only give them 9 this time. How do you do that? Like, honestly, people want to know that.
You check up. Let's say if an album was going to have 14 songs,
right?
I'd probably choose from about 25, 30 songs and just kind of record them all in the same time frame, like probably like a 3-month period, and just kind of ride to them and touch them up a little bit, change them, do stuff to them, keep letting them evolve, and then. It's sort of like sometimes it's a process of elimination. Mm-hmm. Sometimes songs make it on the album because of like personal reasons. This is going on there for sure.
Right.
Sometimes it's the affiliation. It might be the guest appearance, the feature, or the producer. And you're like, these songs are on. So now you know, that's the process of elimination. Now I'm down to like 5 maybes. And then we started like figuring out who's gonna make them last slots, and there's a lot of albums. That last slot is a lot of times that's the dopest shit on the album.
Right. No, exactly.
Because you've already put together a dope album. You're like, well, shit, ain't nothing else going on here unless it's dope.
Right.
Same. It's all we do the same shit, man.
We do the same shit. It's the same thing
when you building the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You like, shit, I can't put this mediocre shit at the end. I got you still building, and you bring yourself up to a certain standard.
So then with the other songs, Short, do they go on the next album? You keep
They live. They just kind of live. Like just recently, very recently, I went digging in some boxes, and I decided to pull out all the files and shit that we were making back in Atlanta. You know,
because you were in Atlanta from what year to what year?
From =93 to like 2008, about 15 years.
They just the Freaknik years.
I went to Freaknik and never left. that's truly the story.
And for the young people out there who are 21 to 25 and younger,
explain it.
Yeah, I will have to explain
Freaknik is. We telling our age.
For the young people, let me just see if I can put it this way. Let me just let's say Luke Skywalker. Let's just throw people together. Even
Uncle Luke,
big, alive or dead. Imagine Tupac, Biggie, Diddy, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Too Short, and Rick Ross all having a pool party once a year. And that's what Freaknik was. Times 10 on steroids. Am I right, Short?
Yeah, it was...
overflowing.
I would say it's like... I would describe it as a Magic City on a Monday meets the tip...
Crenshaw.
The tip drill video. But like if you took a strip club and just took it outside.
Absolutely.
But it's not a strip club. It's a party, and it's like...
It's in the streets. It's in the park. It was just crazy. It'd be like you just pull up at a red light, and there'd be like a twerk contest at the intersection.
Actually, the Freaknik is...
Am I right, though?
Yeah, but the Freaknik is... It's really hard to describe. I love to hear the secondhand Freaknik stories, because they're great. Like, people like... Well, you know, I've never been to Freaknik, but my cousin told me. Them stories are dope as shit, because it's like, it makes this really mythical thing, but to be in that shit, it's hard to fucking tell you what I was in. I don't know, man, there's got to be something comparable to everybody's...
Not in this generation.
To everybody's, you know, your youthful time that you find this thing that gives you this fucking feeling of like, this is the greatest thing ever. That was, in our era, that probably was the greatest. I've been to some dope-ass events.
Yes, you have.
None of that shit tops the Freaknik.
Heaven.
Wow. which leads me to my next question. So a guy like you that has literally performed around the entire globe, am I right?
You are right.
Okay. In the entire globe, what city or where did you go to a city once where you were wondering, are they really gonna know my songs? And them motherfuckers ended up knowing every single song as if it was Oakland or LA. Like, what city would blow us away? Like, when you went there, you ripped it, but you would have never
The one that probably
thought.
tripped me out the most was like Helsinki, Finland, and it was fucking freezing fucking outside, and
It was Eskimos. It was Eskimos in the front row.
What's my favorite word?
And-
What's my favorite word? It's Oakland, baby.
but no,
Right
no,
here.
they didn't like the new shit. They liked the old shit.
Oh, they like these are the tapes.
Yeah, they want that old school shit.
So they like the blowjob Betty and
They wanted,
and all my pictures are gone.
yeah, exactly. They wanted 80s rap and 90s rap. They wanted that old school shit.
You know what's so crazy you say that? A lot of people that really know our history and our music, right? Europeans and people in other countries, they really grasp on and appreciate our old music. You know, we're the only ones, what's your new shit? You know, what have you done for me lately? Nigga, let me tell you something. Jodeci, Al B. Shore, and goddamn Chub Rock can go to Belgium right now and sell out a soccer stadium.
Hey, you know
and they ain't had songs out in 15 years. They really, am I right?
What's funny too is I'll be traveling international and I'll bump into like the most random motherfucker that I know from like years ago, and I'm like a rapper or something. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in Germany? It's like, man, I've been living here for 12 years. You know, out here getting money. Wow. And it just you just find a new avenue, a new income stream. Shit.
Right. So,
Did you ever? This is random, but have you ever been in any committed relationship?
My wife would have to get on that shit.
I know. I had a lot of fun.
I'm sorry, Too Short.
I had a lot of fun at your bachelorette party.
We got history in this family.
I lost friends over that.
Too Short has history with the Thomas family, brother. That was a TV show that y'all did, right?
Yes, it was.
What was it called?
It was called Bachelorette Party.
Yeah.
It was like
And Too
Bachelorette
Short
Party.
was the guest.
Yes, he was. He was my surprise guest.
In Las Vegas.
Too Short came on and banged out one of my friends.
As he should.
Oh, wow.
As he should.
Yeah, but it played good on television.
Oh my God.
But in reality, we had banged previously. And it was
there you have it.
Bang, 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 bang.
And there were a lot of cameras and a lot of shit going on. And we literally, I had to tell this to your mama.
I never had.
Because your mama called me and asked me, did I do that? I said, we were literally under the covers, like doing some old, some smooching and...
Playing the old game of the snakes in the grass.
I was just trying to make good television.
Right, and that's
it was.
Long story short,
was.
we did not fuck on TV. We did not do that. We did not.
But why?
But why? Really, Alex? But why?
I'm not really a swinger, bro. It was like 30, 40 people.
Alex.
It was a
you're
set.
right.
I'm like...
No, it wasn't set. No, it wasn't set.
It
was the highest rated show, though,
I was about
on
to say that.
Oxygen.
Yeah, it was.
No, I'm
It
really
was.
dead serious.
It
It was.
was
the highest rated show on Oxygen.
Let's go. So I have been in very serious relationships.
Okay.
I've been in a few of them over the years, and I've even come close once to actual marriage.
Shut the fuck up, Too Short.
I didn't really get close to the altar or anything. I got.
What did you get close to? If you didn't get close to the altar, then what were you
close to the hole, and that was about it.
I agreed to do it, like proposal.
Did you
kind of
give her a ring?
It was a mysterious proposal too, though, because.
What do you mean mysterious?
Oh my God, this is so.
I know when niggas got all types of what's and cuz
The amount of fucking cliffhangers you have is so good right now.
We were intoxicated.
Okay,
that helps.
And then in the morning, sometimes she made like a phone call to a sister or a mother, and she's like, "You're never gonna believe what happened. Todd proposed to me," and I'm like, "I did." But the but is kind of good to me because the person who said it, I was like, well, "Shit, I probably would marry her ass."
Right. No. So let me.
So you never got to a ring?
We got really close. That's what I said. It
just didn't happen.
What do you mean close? Like
a bracelet?
This was far from random. No, had been a long time friend. This was not play around with some surprise emotion. Jack in the Box, popped out.
Correct.
You have history.
And then I experienced young love.
Okay.
Oh, exactly. Like we all did.
You got kids?
I very recently became a father.
Oh, congratulations!
Great.
Welcome to the Black Dads Club, brother.
But I had not had any for many
Wow.
moons.
But you're like a lot of us ex-players. Nigga, I could have had 39 kids in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's very true. If I had 39 kids. So
No, thank you.
I dodged a lot of bullets. But you know what? Short, the thing that comes up a lot with me is everybody knows I got a 1 and a 3-year-old. So they're like, wait a second. Nigga, that's your first? Like you just started? So I had one dude ask me, he said, how? I'm like, nigga, my pull-out game was incredible. I'm telling you. I could have had a whole lot of kids, but I wasn't trying. I just wasn't ready being on TV and movies in my 20s and being wild as crazy. I wasn't trying to get strippers and porn bitches pregnant. I didn't want a baby mama named Peaches. You know what I'm saying?
My nickname was Skeeter.
Stop.
Hey.
This is so good. This is the best shit right now.
But you know what, though? I've really had a lot of role models in that department, good and bad.
Right.
I saw a few of the homies do it the right way. Like
Same here.
Kids came in the world, whether it was a marriage or not, if they put it together, they stayed together, they had a nice family. They always had nice shit. And you'd be a little jealous of them, come over, everybody, house be jumping. Then I had the other homies who, I had a couple of homies who had a baby making contest.
Nigga, for real.
They was they had bet between each other. I don't think the baby mamas knew, but they was like, nigga, let's see who can make the most babies. And that shit went on for years.
No. And that's why you saw a nigga that was 32 with 8 kids.
Guess what the final score was?
What?
12-13.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Wow. And that is what you call child support a motherfucker.
I seen a nigga say, oh, she cute, man. I think I might breed her. And about a year later, they had a baby.
Yeah.
Breed
Wait, like it's
breed
fucking,
her?
Well,
is that the new term that I don't know about?
Then he
it's a
held that little
stallion?
he held that little pretty baby. He was like, cool, I'm gone.
Short. It's Short. You're talking about like breeding like as if it's a stallion horse.
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm
casual.
saying is, I seen the homies go to family court.
Yeah.
I seen the homie go to jail.
Yeah.
All behind.
So, okay, what's your situation?
I watched them niggas do all that shit. And I didn't
are
do
you
it.
good with your baby mama situation?
I'm like Alex. We like shorter niggas to put. We just pull out. We just jump back out.
Wait, I'm gonna jump subjects real quick. This is all off the subject.
No pun intended. Jump subject. Really? The timing of that shit.
I'm gonna jump subjects real quick, man.
What a dirtbag.
I want to talk sports real quick, man. What is your feeling, bruh, on the Oakland Raiders moving again to? It's like a 3-part question, Short. So we all know the Oakland Raiders moved in the late 80s, and they were the LA Raiders for a while, right? Then they went back to Oakland. Now they're moving to Las Vegas. My question is, is the city of Oakland cool and okay with that? Is it gonna be like good excuse to go to Vegas now, or people don't care, or what's the feeling of the city, you think, for the Raiders?
Well,
moving to Las
it's
Vegas?
sort of some bullshit to the fans who frequent the stadium and who are season ticket holders even before they moved the first time.
Right.
You got fans who like the home game it's a family ritual, you know?
Right.
Bring out the campers, bring out the tailgate, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And, you know, people in the city who don't get to go to the games, who don't give a fuck if it's right down the street at the Coliseum. I can't afford it anyway, but I watched this motherfucking shit on TV for years.
Right.
And I ride with y'all, and they rode with the motherfucking team all the way to L.A. and back.
Absolutely. Hey, real quick, I give a shout out to the Bay Area because I know y'all listening. And also, we got Too Short here in the studio, so you got to call us, 310-986-6610. I'm going to say that one more, 310-986-6610. I think we have a call right now. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? Hello, caller.
Hello, is this the Funny Don't Stop show?
Yeah. Who's calling and what's your name?
This is Tristan Thompson. I'm calling right here. Calling right now from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, okay. What's up, Tristan? How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. I was driving in my car and I saw that you had Too Short in the building. I just wanted to say one thing. Bitch.
That's what's up.
I've always wanted to say that when Too Short was around.
Oh, okay. That's real cool, man. And you know what? I know it's kind of a sad time for you right now, man. You know, obviously the whole world just heard that you and Khloe Kardashian just broke up and stuff. So I know she's probably going on all kind of shows telling her side. But I mean, since you called us, first of all, I appreciate you calling and listening to the show. But man, why don't you tell us your side, man? What happened and where you guys at with that right now?
Man, absolutely, man. I've been really trying to just stick to basketball and keep everything on basketball. But man, I feel like I can really call here and ventilate. But what happened, man, is I just went.
Just ventilate. Okay.
Big words today.
Yeah, just ventilate, man.
Okay.
But no, it was Valentine's Day. I had already kicked it with Chloe, and we got a new kid, True. And she was putting the baby to sleep. And I went to an after party, and man, and just was drinking that alcohol, man, and Kylie's friend was there, Jordan.
Oh, okay.
And man, she came over. She was like shit-faced wasted, man. She sat on my lap, man, and I saw those titties, and I have a history of blowing on titties, man.
Oh, okay.
Started blowing on titties.
She has big titties?
Man, her titties are fucking huge, man. They're like two fucking Mr. Parkers from Friday, man.
Okay.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Okay. So did it go down at the party, man?
Well, the most thing I can tell you, because I'm already in hot water with Chloe.
Okay.
It just went from the fact of me kind of sucking on her titties and scamming, like kissing.
Oh, okay.
But there was never any real intercourse or anything like that. That's why I hope that Chloe takes me back, because I actually didn't have sex with her.
Oh, so you did not have sex?
I didn't have sex with her. I was just scamming with her, like blowing on her titties.
Oh, so you were just blowing on a titty. Your brother shouldn't be just ruled out just because you blew on a titty.
Exactly. That's what I said. There's people out there that does way more fucked up stuff than that, and I was just blowing on a couple of titties because I was intoxicated.
Should have fucked her, man.
So wait. Yeah, what do you say? What do you say, Too Short?
He said
you should have fucked her.
He said I should have fucked.
It's a Too Short said you should have fucked her,
I
man.
probably should have, man. The whole family's unfollowed me on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Oh, everybody, Kim, Kanye, everybody.
Everybody hates me, man.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Real quick, Tristan, not to cut you off, but if there's any ladies out there listening, I want to know, is blowing on titties considered cheating? All right? If blowing on titties or sucking an areola or a nipple here and there, if that's cheating, give us a call, 310-986-6610. We want to hear from you. Hey, Tristan, man, I thank you for calling, man. Thank you for listening to the Funny Don't Stop show, man. And good luck with your basketball career, man. And hopefully you guys pass things up.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for having me on the Funny Don't Stop show.
Okay, appreciate it. Tristan Thompson, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. Hey, so Too Short, I was about to ask you another sports question.
So titties is cheating. If your team moves to another city, that's cheating. But in the case of the Raiders, man, a lot of motherfuckers from Oakland live in Las Vegas, so.
Oh, so that was what I wanted to know.
Still going to be a home game anyway.
It's still going to be a home game. Now, speaking of football, now I'm going to flip to basketball. A lot of people don't realize this, but now the Golden State Warriors are now moving across the bay. Billion-dollar stadium being built. They're going to start playing in San Francisco next year. A lot of people don't know the history. They actually used to be called the San Francisco Warriors. I need to ask you that. What's the feeling with the Bay Area people? Are they going to cross that expensive bridge to go see them in San Francisco, or they can consider still like the Oakland team, or is it the San Francisco team? What's the feeling with the Warriors?
Okay, do a little experiment, personal thing. Watch a few Warrior home games and ignore the game just for a minute.
Okay.
And just scan the crowd.
Okay.
And look at just look at the folks in the crowd.
Yeah.
The last time you're going to see them motherfuckers. They can't afford the new stadium, bro.
Oh, it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, they all getting priced out. It's going,
pretty much.
It's going .com. It's going to be some... It's just, come on, man. I don't go. It's evolution. It's gentrification of a higher level. I don't know what the fuck it is, but they are leaving, and those tickets are going to cost a lot. I'm not going to no more games.
And is that one of the reasons?
That's the only reason.
I mean, but you're a legend in the goddamn game,
man.
You walk in there, and the players will be like, "Nigga, you can sit on the bench with us."
Let's call E40 and ask him, is he still going to be courtside every game? Because that's all this shit's
Well, you know what? You want me to call E40 right now? I can call E40 right now. I can call him. In fact, I think he called earlier. Didn't E40 call earlier? He called earlier.
He's back on the line. He's back on the line.
Was he holding?
He's back on the line.
Oh shit, 40's on the line.
40 Water.
Okay, wait. 40 Water, are you on right now? What's up?
40 Water in this motherfucking bag.
What up, 40? Hey, I got your boy Too Short in the building, so holla at him.
Too Short? What's up, Short Dog? I'm in the motherfucking building. Oakland in the building, baby. Bitch!
That's front row 40.
That's front row 40.
Front row 40, baby. You already know. I mean, making the niggas back up like a sea crab. They gonna take my motherfucking seat, bitch!
Nigga bringing his own chair to the stadium.
You feel me?
You already know. You under dig? I'm gonna break my own shit.
Hey, so 40. Hey, we know you Bay Bay Area all day, Vallejo, you know what I'm saying? my question is, Short just said he's not going to be going to them games because it's just too goddamn expensive. I've seen you, when I watch Warrior games, nigga, it looks like you are literally the 14th man on the bench. Like, you can replace Draymond Green.
Right there, I'm literally right there, my weeples, man. I be talking to Steve Kerr. I be talking to all them niggas out there, baby. They gonna make it. They gonna fuck up my seat, back. For real. That's one thing I can do, coach. I gotta thank my math teacher, Kyle Dracula, for teaching me how to count my marbles, playboy. You know, he taught me how to coach too.
Hey, well, thanks for calling in and chiming in with your boy too. Big round of applause for E40 in the building. Oh boy. So Short, I know you go way back. A lot of people want to know. People just think, okay, Bear, you just automatically. I know there has to be a story. First of all, can I just give you a compliment? That documentary. Me and my wife watched it 3 times. But I tell you, this shit was so damn dope, dude. It's crazy because a nigga like me that's known you 20 years. It's the last one that what was it? Netflix? Not Netflix. Did we watch it a month ago? Evolution.
Yeah.
When I tell you,
it's on Netflix.
It's crazy because somebody like me that's known this man for 20 years, when I watched it, I felt like I didn't know him. It gave me that much information and insight. It's just when you see what this man went through, what he started out, and to still be relevant and still be here, that is like the epitome of longevity. You know, a lot of people don't understand this entertainment business. It is not a fucking marathon. It's not a race, it's a marathon. Mm-hmm. I can talk from the comedy point of view. I mean, the niggas I started out with are nowhere to be found. Right. And even if they are, they ain't got shit else to say. And I'm pretty sure, Short, same way. How many niggas you either came up with, or you remember you thought that nigga was cold-blooded, and whether it was drugs, crack cocaine, or jail, whatever happened, nigga.
Whatever it was, you get on stage, you're going to tell them same jokes.
Exactly.
You get on stage, you're going to sing that same song from the 80s.
Niggas that ain't evolved. You know what I mean?
But, you know,
what's your feeling on that?
I feel like the overachievers always win, and the people who you see run that long race, it's a challenge to get your foot in the door.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's a challenge to blow the fuck up and look out in the crowd and thousands of people love you.
Absolutely.
But it's harder to keep that shit that way.
Right.
Absolutely.
And when you realize what you up against, some people get to that shit, they work hard. They're like, fuck, I thought that was it.
Right.
Like, you know, it takes more work to stay in the game. And what happens is the people who love that work ethic, the overachievers, the people who really love what they do.
Absolutely.
They do it. And other people force themselves into shit. You could teach yourself how to tell jokes or rap or some shit or rock a crowd, but do you really love it though?
Do you really love it? Exactly.
I'm just saying, you know, so I got that love for it, man. I love the process of making it. I love doing a good show. You know what I'm saying? I love it when the people approach me. If you ever notice, you've never seen me with big guys pushing people away and all that shit.
We are so in the same fucking boat, dude. It's not even funny. And what I mean by that is you really touch the people. You really realize you wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the people.
It's that Bill Murray shit, man.
And me, nigga, I gave him the spark back. Don't.
Okay, I can't forget my wife. I can't forget my.
He was on my #1 show.
Hey.
And then,
I thought you were talking about me as a husband. You talking about Too Short?
I'm talking about Too Short.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Too Short.
I did get a lot of ratings. I got a lot of ratings,
Alex, but I gave him his career back. I brought that back again.
What the hell?
Okay, that's what I did.
See, this is the kind of bullshit I got to deal with at the house, bro.
She kind of made me famous on TV.
Thank you.
What year? That was the summer or what? It was a good summer.
Yeah,
It was a good summer. I did so good. I got a couple jobs for that. Yeah.
No, absolutely. So here's a question I want to ask, man. A lot of people want to know. I've had people say, you got to ask him this question when you see him. I guess it's a 2-part question. How do you come up with a song? Are you one of those dudes that are you old school and you actually write in a book? Are you one of those, or do you put all your lyrics in your phone? Are you freestyling when you walk, or do you have an idea when you walk in the studio? So let's just use Blow the Whistle, for example. Obviously, I'm going to just start it off by saying a lot of people out there have no idea that Lil Jon did that beat.
Yeah, it's a Lil Jon beat.
A lot of people didn't know that.
You know, I thought it was Dr. Dre until I met him.
It's a Lil Jon
and then he had to tell me I'm dead serious. I thought it was Dr. Dre.
Right. Lil Jon, you can hear his style on it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens? He just, the process for a young person out there that's wondering, man, that's one of my favorite songs.
So Blow the Whistle is a kind of a special song because it's a song where it's just me and Lil Jon in the studio. There's nobody else there except the engineer. Lil Jon's like, I want to make a beat that sounds like some old school Too Short shit. This is like 2005 or something.
Okay.
Yep.
And he starts making that beat. So then the beat has a little the whistle, and I get like this whole little metaphoric sports thing going on where I'm writing these rhymes that got to do with the game with sports metaphor. It just kind of, that song kind of happened. A lot of songs don't happen like that, and then they actually like, it's a hot record. It doesn't really happen like that always. But what I usually do is it's many techniques that we use to make a song. But it usually starts with a good beat. A good beat. I write down a lot of ideas. And, you know, I really do write down shit. I don't memorize the shit that I'm getting ready to say. I don't freestyle it. I don't even know how to freestyle. I've never...
How crazy is that? We're sitting here with a legend. And you know what I like? I'm so happy that you said that, because that shows what you said. There's a lot of ways to go about this shit.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what kills me, I'm not mad at it anymore, and I know you're friends with this guy I'm about to say, but when he went on and said, hey, man, I don't write at all. When Jay-Z said he doesn't write at all, you got a whole generation of dudes going, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to write at all. Like, no,
but
nigga.
He wasn't saying, I freestyle all my rhymes. That's not what he was saying.
Right.
They had a technique, him and Biggie and other guys, where it's a big brain going on. So the motherfucker actually memorizes what he's gonna say. He's writing it in his head.
That's what I was.
Like, he knows the line. If he says the rhyme and fucks up, he's gonna start over and say the same rhyme. Like, this is memorized in his head. He's writing it line for line, however he constructs it in his head. He didn't. Whoever took it like that, but that's another technique though. A lot of guys
Lil Wayne did that too, though, right?
Well, he did. I guess he did. He started patenting his style from Jay-Z style, as so many rappers did, and they all started interpreting it their own way. A lot of rappers just go in there and they just say punch me, and they say a line. Right. And they stop, they say punch me, and they say another line. That's just a technique. Well, I write songs in my phone. I write on the iPad. I write it on any fucking thing that's sitting by me, a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But
freestyling is cool. All that battle rapping and all that shit. That shit is cool. I love all the different divisions and shit. But I'm in the rap music business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't do no free shows. Ain't no free flows. Ain't
no free shows. Ain't no free flows.
If I freestyle a rhyme, them bitches just went out in the air. I can't monetize them motherfuckers.
Right.
I need that shit.
Because we only got 5 minutes, I got one thing I've always wanted to know. So all the legends that you worked with that are here, that are no longer here, you've done songs with everybody from Snoop to Biggie, Pimp C to Jay-Z, Tupac. Would they call you? Were they calling you just out the blue, nigga? Did Pop just call you one day and say, nigga, hop on this ride? Did Jay-Z just say, nigga, I just heard Blowjob Betty, nigga? How that work?
Jay-Z called me on a few occasions. Like, he called me for that when he did the Blow the Whistle remix, and he was, getting back at old boy for talking about LeBron. Yeah. He called me on, I think, maybe his second album? Yeah. Real niggas do real things. Like, I picked the phone call. Shit, I mean... What are you talking about?
It's all about relationships.
I didn't get the call from Dre. I got the call. You get the call. I didn't put out a lot of calls, too.
Right.
Like, bro, let's do one. Where you at? Come on, pull up. And we do it.
Simple as that.
As simple as that, man. And history happens.
Absolutely. Anybody else have any questions for Too Short before he leaves? Because actually, after we leave... I'm going straight over to his show. First of all, he did this a huge favor for me. Again, he got the call. I got the call. This shit is all about relationships. This is nothing but love, man, and I appreciate that too, big time.
All day, man.
So tell me about your show. What is your radio show? Let them know.
It's called Blow the Whistle. We just like to talk a lot of shit, and just
kind of like we did tonight.
Yeah, sometimes I open the lines. a couple times. I go on my Instagram and I just post up and say, call me. And people call and say the stupidest shit. Hey, Short, you Renee? That's my auntie.
Just random.
Like, yeah, nigga, I used to fuck Renee.
Too Short, I'm pretty sure you fucked a lot of niggas, aunties, and sisters over the years.
And Too Short,
look at this T-shirt.
Oh, you took it way back, DJ Dano.
Who's that?
Come on, you don't know your Star Trek history?
Lieutenant Uhuru with looking very
I don't
doable.
know who that is.
Because you're only 23. So look,
Too Short. Who are some of your favorite?
Star Trek, really?
Who are some of your favorite MCs? We know you. We know you as being like, you have your own style, explicit, killing it for so many years, and you just
my
raw
favorite
and
rappers are all the rappers who.
Because I know you're a hip hop head.
Who made really long careers out of just when you get that spark, you get that first hit, that first album, and so many rappers come and go. One song, one album, couple years, we like them, and they go away. And it's great. It was great while we had them, but
while it lasted.
But I'm really into like rappers who give you this journey. And
Absolutely.
you know, rappers like Tupac and Biggie who died young, and you like, fuck,
I know.
somebody stole my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you knew if you rode with them that you were gonna get 5 more good albums or whatever. And
Exactly.
You know, it's a whole list of them.
There's so many that could go on. It's like you can't even pick. Like, who inspired you? Like,
But just think of the ones who do that. It's 5 albums, 7 albums, and you like, I still like this motherfucker.
Yeah, you're right.
Those are my guys. Like, that is hard to do.
Yes.
You know how hard it is to be like street or, you know, rapper swag shit talking and shit, and then somebody gives you a whole bunch of fucking money, a Bentley, a house with a pool, a badass bitch, and a fucking and a fucking video game controller with all the weed you can smoke.
Right.
And then you got to do it all again. While you sitting there, the first time you was like, man, I'm finna come the fuck up, man. You look around, it's all hood and shit. The homie struggling, tell me, man, I'm gonna get me a car. Like you, then you got all that shit, and that's a lot of motherfuckers cannot produce more of that. They can't.
That's true.
Hey, with that being said, we got to wrap it up because we had a great time. Hey, I want to thank Too Short. One more big round of applause for Too Short, everybody. Legendary right here at the Funny Don't Stop Show. We appreciate all of you guys checking us out this week. One more time, Dara, let them know where they can find you.
Only One Dara on Instagram, ONLY, the number 1, DARA.
Okay, Sed.
You can check me out at Sed Brass, SEDBRASS.
Savvy.
You can get me on Instagram at savvy_amusing and everything social media savvy amusing.
And Brazy, you ain't giving out no goddamn information. You hear me? If they need to get into you, they need to go through your husband. Okay, that's the bottom motherfucking line. All right, thank you guys. We appreciate you guys for chiming in on the Funny Don't Stop Show.
I'm a fresh play every time.
The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey.
My name is Halo Thomas, and you're listening to the Funny Don't Stop Show.